Welcome back to Movie Moshow. Today we are going to review the science fiction thriller film, Domain. If you like our content, don't forget to like and subscribe. We post multiple times daily. Spoilers ahead. In an effort to protect the human species from a fatal flu virus that is destroying the world, Phoenix is one of many people who are living in isolated subterranean bunkers. Each bunker has enough food to last its inhabitants for 70 years, as well as technology that can supply them with energy, good air quality, and other life support systems, according to a film with a scientist named Nadine as the narrator. The Domain social network, which enables groups of 7 survivors to communicate with each other and access each other's health status as well as general statistics about the number of other inhabitants, of whom only 489,573 remain after 5 to 7 years, helps the inhabitants combat the effects of physical isolation. Boston, Atlanta, Chicago, Houston, Denver, and Orlando are the other members of Phoenix's gang. They are all given their respective cities' nicknames. Orlando just admitted to being a serial killer before the virus and takes great joy in torturing the others. Denver advises hacking Orlando's feed because he is in a relationship with Phoenix. Orlando and the majority of the group cast votes in favor of removing his feed. Phoenix, who voted against cutting the feed, finds this offensive. Systems inside the bunkers start to break down, especially in Houston's bunker. After Denver unearths private videotape of Orlando indicating that he was pulled out of his bunker by figures hidden by camera static, Houston theorizes that they are being played with and starts to display signs of a mental break. Denver learns from Phoenix that she was imprisoned for killing her mother while under the influence of drugs. Later, when the group awakens, Houston is found banging his head on the bunker wall, which causes him to be similarly abducted. The group starts looking into their quarters the next morning when Phoenix finds a rat in her bunker and uncovers a vent. Atlanta opens the meal delivery tube and finds nothing but a shadowy, empty void behind her wall. Similar to that, the figures appear and remove her. Chicago kills himself out of desperation, leaving just Phoenix, Denver, and Boston. Denver's hacking investigation is still ongoing, and it has discovered that there were actually only 1,000 bunkers, not 500,000. He has access to more streams, the majority of which are either blank or indicate that the bunker occupant has killed himself. Those that include living subjects show them going through the same stressors and events. When they finally decide to leave the bunker, Phoenix finds that they were all in separate rooms next to one another, not below or in various states. The group steps outdoors and finds themselves in the middle of a city with no evidence of a virus on a rooftop. Guards are also visible by the exit, standing there. Phoenix and Denver are able to flee together thanks to Boston, who voluntarily acts as a distraction. They locate an office that has their personal information, but Nadine stops them in their tracks and holds them at gunpoint before they can escape. She discloses that the entire thing was a world-saving experiment, and that all of the participants were convicts who were picked because they were unlikely to disclose their criminal pasts, as well as because they were also likely to fall for the deception and take advantage of their solitude to reinvent themselves. Until they blocked Orlando and the tape spilled to the outside world, the experiment was going smoothly. They were sedated and then brought to the rooms. The fact that the convicts were ignorant of the experiment and thought the bunkers were too comfortable for prisoners, as well as public outcry, led to the government canceling it. Each of them was incarcerated for murder, according to Nadine. Boston killed his siblings following a bank robbery, Atlanta killed her children, Houston was a gang member who killed 20 people, Chicago was a sex worker who murdered his clients, and Denver is a sociopath serial killer who picked his victims from dating websites. Phoenix and Denver are both restrained and tased into unconsciousness on opposing sides of the room. Denver admits that he was aware that this was an experiment but chose to remain silent because he found it amusing while they converse. Phoenix was the most unique of his targets, in his opinion, because he could not reach her. They are led back to their bunkers, where it is shown that everyone is still alive except for Chicago. Orlando tries to charge the guards but is fatally shot. Each prisoner is seen responding to the disclosures in a different way, ranging from despair, Atlanta, to ambivalence, Denver, and the movie finishes with Phoenix repeating a prayer Atlanta had earlier given her. Thank you for watching and don't forget to like and subscribe.